Well, as Barbara said, I'm Pat Hansen from the Food and Drug Administration, specifically the Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition. And first, I'll just say, wow, what a day and a half this has been. Great science, a diversity of perspectives. FDA, I can speak for myself personally and also for the organization that we are so very pleased to have been co-sponsors of this workshop. It's covered so many important topics really on the wave front of understanding the role of nutrition in both health and disease. And it cuts across FDA's mission space, including foods of a variety of different types, be they medical foods, be they foods for special dietary use, be they even some specialized infant formulas, also cutting into dietary supplements and extending into the realm of drugs. And this is very important as we go about our role in basing sound policies and regulations on sound science, strong science, accepted consensus science. So appreciate very much the thoughtful presentations, on a wide spectrum of diseases, but also very foundational presentations, taking us from what we can learn from the DRI space to how we might apply both lessons, positive and negative, from those experiences into considering the role of nutrition and what might be nutrition requirements in disease states and how to differentiate these. Our focus in the FDA is again on the science, and as we look at changes to policies, development of new policies, we want to be based, again, in the very soundest of science, consensus science, current science. And then I'll sort of harken back a little bit to Paul's three themes of complexity, evidence, and uncertainty. This is a very complex arena, and I think just this past day and a half, my head is almost spinning with the complexity. It's really brought that home, and we all struggle with that, but try to bring our own perspectives to bear and be open to perspectives from others in tackling these issues. Again, evidence is key. We've heard this throughout as a theme. What kinds of evidence? How do we judge the strength of the evidence? What's appropriate for different circumstances? Because one size fits all is not practical in these situations. And uncertainty. As others have pointed out, even the things that we regard as foundational come wrapped with uncertainty. And speaking as a scientist in a regulatory agency, we deal with uncertainty every day. We are always making decisions with some degree of uncertainty. And that would be true of all of us as human beings, I might add. And so I think it's really important that these three themes have come out. They apply in the research realm, and I hope stimulate folks to be filling these important gaps that will be essential as we try to move forward with a modern framework and incorporating the best of science. And I'll close just with my appreciation and thanks to all the speakers who have been so very generous with their time and their expertise and insights, to the planning committee for their very hard work in organizing such a great roster and a thoughtful agenda to start us out with the broad to zero in on different places in the landscape and to try to wrap it all up and bring it home. And last but not least, to the Food and Nutrition Board, to Ann Yackton and Maria Araya in particular for all their collegiality and assistance. Thank you.